What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Infinity. That's right, here on the HermitCraft server. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy because I finally got my frustrating self to settle on some blocks. The blocks that I want to use in this project. What am I talking about? I'm talking about our new Thaumcraft area. Yeah. So we've been working on last episode. I was trying to figure out exactly how we want to do this. I think this has come out pretty well. I think it's pretty cool. This is, let's put on our helmet so we can get night vision. This is supposed to look like our thermometer. And I think it looks pretty close. It's doing pretty good. I got the different colors in. Still haven't decided on the blocks. I think I'm going to do glass for each one and then maybe have like a different colored beacon beam come up through it. I think that would be pretty cool. But the most frustrating part was what was I going to do for the path? And I finally decided I'm going to go with the ancient stone. Yeah, the ancient stone. You remember where that's from? That is from the OuterLands. And I think it's pretty cool. And I'm going to keep this main little portal room area theme to be very similar to the OuterLands. And I think that would be pretty good. There's a whole bunch of different types of blocks from there. And let's take a look. We'll go to the OuterLands momentarily because we got to mine a bunch of blocks. In fact, I'm out of the stone. So we have the ancient stone. This is not craftable as far as I'm aware. There's these ones which are the pedestals, which is pretty cool. We got the ancient stone stairs, which is pretty cool. And there's even these like super rare ancient rock, which is there. Pretty cool. And then we've got these glowing crusted stone, which is kind of interesting looking, isn't that? I do like that. I do like that. And I'm hoping that even gives a little bit of light. But I kind of like how that's blinky. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's knock this all out. Let's go head to the OuterLands and let's mine up a bunch of this stuff because I'm just about out. I got a few more stairs, but I'm going through it pretty quick. Pretty quick indeed. Throw our sword. Let's head over. Now, the OuterLands is a pretty dangerous place. A bit back, I went ahead and visited there. Oh, by the way, I got all my AE stuff working. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But to get to the OuterLands, you got to find these crazy, Elderidge obelisks. Die. Got to put on these crazy eye things that you have to craft up. And then once you do that, it makes this portal. So pretty cool, and you go into the OuterLands. Now the OuterLands, once again, dangerous place. It disrupts the flying as soon as I try and fly. And then it's also got this weird void stuff here. And it kind of sounds like I'm hitting on a wall. Now, a lot of people, I never actually tested it. But a lot of people ask what happens when you get to this. And this is kind of like a portal block, but you'll see when I break the blocks around it. See that? You can see almost like bedrock behind it. So I think that's what prevents you from getting through, but pretty cool. And I can mine this stuff up pretty quickly. Whoa, that's so weird. That's so weird when I see that through the portal blocks. You know, I wonder if it wouldn't be worth a try to get out of here. I'm a little afraid of dying, but I guess we can always teleport really quickly away. Let's grab this Staff of Traveling. This is from Ender.io. Let's see. Can I shift? Can I get out of here? No. There's one time that I glitched through these blocks, and I'm not exactly sure how I did it. But I'm sure there's ways to glitch through. In any case, yes, this is the theme we're going for. Kind of looking like this tunnel, but I am going to try and make it a bit bigger. But this is what our main room will look like. So pretty dangerous. Anyway, I'm gonna finish clearing out a whole bunch of these blocks. Yeah, look at that. You can see all the bedrock behind. It's so weird. So weird. All right, cool. We have the ancient rock, and this looks like this was from the key room. That's kind of cool. Can I get that? No. But we can get all this ancient rock, so that's cool. We're gonna have to do like within the theme of our build, do some of this, and I think this looks pretty good. Should I dig it? I dig it. And we can find another key room, although I should have taken a screenshot. just so we could make our own key room. I wish... Oh! Did I get it? Well, that kind of sucks. I really want to get those obelisks. So, back to clearing. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on. Look at this guy. I got up to go to the bathroom when I came back. Holy crud. What is going on? From us going in and out of the OuterLands so often, it causes, you know, our flux, that bad stuff, it causes that to go up. Let me see, where's our Thaumcraft bag? Let's just see what our level is right now. Sanity checker. Holy crud, look at us. We are topped out. Crazy. So I don't know if it was just the effect of him hitting us or what, but that normally wouldn't happen when our sanity level goes down. We should probably do something about that soon, but you know, that's why we're doing a Thaumcraft world. A lot of people worry about the flux though. It's really, if you're not like doing something that causes bad flux, you're generally not going to have any type of problem with it. So it's not really something to worry about, and it does go away over time. But when you're going in and out of the OuterLands, it definitely is a little scary. I was playing around with some other ideas for pillars. These are a bit bulky for what I want to do, but then to have it symmetrical, because I was thinking that maybe I could do something like this, and then I could have, by the way, let's turn that back down. I could go like then and have one of these things going on and then switch back over. And that looks a little goofy too. But unfortunately, in the 2x2 size of them, like that's perfect, I think, for the pillar size. But then you can't put, I guess we could go like that in the areas we do it. I don't know. What do you think? Is that something? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get back working on it. Otherwise, ain't nothing going to get done. All right. You ready to take a look? It's a couple hours later. I've been hemming and hawing about the design for so long. And I think I finally came up with what I liked. I think it looks pretty good. We've got our whole thingy on the bottom going up to the top. We still got to work on the other layers. Got the nice pathway that goes all the way around. And these, I may not do them as often, but they're just meant to be kind of like pillars. And in different spots, we can have different things showcased throughout. Maybe put a couple of nodes on there and I don't know, all sorts of different stuff. But I ended up making the ceiling not quite as tall as I originally planned, but that's fine. I think that it matches pretty nicely. I still got to work out how we're going to use this glowstone, whether we do something like this or whether we just do one in the center and have like blocks that go all the way around it. You know, something like that. Maybe we could switch up the color and just have like one like that. I don't know. So there's a lot of different things we can do. And we also don't have to have the glowstone there. We could do a separate thing going across on the sides and have the little glowstone things in like that. Just kind of like the in the actual OuterLands. But I think this is cool. I want to start adding in some different purples or something more towards the background and on the outside wall. So we'll figure that out. I got tons of blocks. I'm getting kind of dizzy with working with this. It's taken so long, but I love the way this gold looks in here. I'm even thinking maybe I shouldn't have these pillars on the insides just because it kind of obstructs the view. It might be nicer if we just left it like that. I don't know, and then maybe put like some water in here or something to break it up, but I want to have a nice view. And yeah, see how that kind of obstructs it? I think it would look much nicer if we didn't have that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I dig that. The gold just, bam, pops. Exactly what I wanted. So we're going to have to go through all the different other Thaumcraft type stuff. But I think this is cool. I think this will work. And we'll probably have something. I want it so that you kind of come into it and it looks like an enormous room, but your vision, like, this is the main focal point. So we just want to have probably really dark colors on the walls. Maybe even, I think there's some blocks that look like just actual void or something like that. So you can't almost tell you're in a room. You just look like, I don't know, you're not focusing on the background. And I want this room to be really moody as well, and then just have lights more towards the center. But that's cool. And I'm going to have to work on some way. You know, maybe we could even have this be like a portal instead of glass, so that you just walk in and it teleports you upwards to the next level. Something like that. I think that's cool. Also, there's a lot more possibilities we can do because these ancient stone do work in the carpenter's wedges and carpenter's blocks. So that's going to open up towards more. This was another possibility. I don't know. But you guys will have to let me know. If you have any cool designs, make sure to put them up on Twitter and tweet me with them so I can check them out. I think that would be cool. In any case, what should we do for the rest of the episode? I'm just about beat on building. Man, oh man, this is so absolutely absurdly ridiculous. My AE system, it keeps getting knocked out. I'd put the security system back in. Remember, we're having problems with that last episode. I really think it has to do with the security system, because that's the only thing that I changed. But our main system, none of the rings popped off this time. It just seems to unlink with the quantum rings. So I really don't know. It looks like everything's back to normal now after having removed the security system. It just may have to be something that I do regularly, or I don't know. I just really don't know what the deal is. Anyway, let's try and put this back in because it's a huge pain. Anyway, I thought for the rest of the episode, maybe we could go back into a new OuterLands area. I've been wanting to make more of this Awakened Icorium stuff. I thought this might be kind of cool. So why don't we try and get that crafted up and take on, yeah, I think it's the last of the OuterLands bosses. We just have one more. So why don't we do it? Okay, I think we're in pretty good shape. I've got everything set out. This actually wasn't too bad to make. Just clear that out. And let's go ahead. Let's craft up first the base level Icorium sword. Nice. So this would be better than a diamond sword. I think so. Let's just see what a diamond sword is. Diamond sword +7. Yeah, so this is +9, plus it never takes any type of damage or anything, and it's pretty cool looking. Anyway, let's upgrade this to the next sword. Wham! And it's going to take a little bit, so why don't we get that done? There's also, I wanted to check out, by the way, I made this bottomless pouch. I don't know if any of you guys ever noticed or if I ever talked about that. We'll look at that in a minute. I also want to go ahead and make this wand of the shadow beam. You create a focus that shoots a beam of energy damaging anything in its path while being fired. The beam has decent range and will reflect off blocks like a mirror. It's supposed to be pretty powerful of a focus, so why don't we check that out as well. And yes, bottomless pouch. Look at how big this sucker is. Craziness. I don't know if I showed that before, but is part of the Thaumic Tinkers. So very nice. Anyway, we'll be back in a moment. Oh, crap. Look at me yakking on. Let's see, let's hurry up, get you back on. This is a very dangerous ritual. I should not have been yakking on. Oh, crap. Crap. No. No. Okay, iron. Yeah, it was gold right there. Craps. Anything else popping off? Alright, where's my special shovel that clears? Use that on the taint. Get out of here, taint. Oh man, I have to pay close attention. Nothing else fell off, right? I don't know why my bobble didn't pick that up immediately. Oh no! Oh my goodness, what a horrible ritual. It took me a couple tries, actually. The first few times I wasn't really paying attention. And stuff popped off, and there's flux everywhere. I don't know how much of, if any, I showed, but we finally got it. After a couple goes, I ended up putting hoppers around to have it refeed in the materials. But cool. +9, so single mode, area mode, soul mode. Oh, that is pretty sweet. I like that. So soul mode, why don't we see if we can find some mobby mobs and try this out, see exactly what it does. Let's get our cool void armor. Let's go. Where's some guys? Is there any guys in here? All right. Can I get some souls? Can I get some souls? Yeah, look at those extra soul hearts. Isn't that cool? See him on the right, bottom right, the gray? Oh, that is sweet. I really like that. All right, so let's see if we can put on some enchantments on this bad boy. Oh, baby. Check it out. Check it out. So we got sharpness 5 and looting 3 on our awakened Icorium sword. Pretty cool. I went ahead. I made, let's see if we can see our focuses. There we go. Shadow beam. Pretty neat. Look at this guy. Isn't that so cool looking? Wow. Oh, that's awesome. That is super awesome. Let's clear that off. I just want to see if you can upgrade the shadow beam. Let's see if that's a thing. Oh no. So you can see it got the little sparkly thing, but it's not allowing us to have any upgrades. So that's kind of a disadvantage. A little bit of a disadvantage. Not huge, but hey, you know, it would be nice to have. Anyway. Ooh, I better not be getting any lag. I was getting pretty bad lag on the server. I think it was my personal internet connection. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let's do this. Wham, 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 wham. And get out the wand. Wham. Nice. No one seems to be getting, like, else on the server into Thaumcraft. Into this craziness. Uh-oh, uh-oh. You're gonna die, guy. Holy Ridge Guardian. Alright, we got all of our soul hearts, so pretty cool. Let's head over to this bad boy. Now I'm gonna bang through this super quick. We're not gonna, like, hang out forever. Let's go ahead, let's try and find the key. And then just bang in. Ooh. Oh my goodness! This has been the absolute craziest maze I've been in yet. I already found the vault door. So now it's just a matter of getting the key, which we got. Sweet. I might as well grab this stuff while we're here. Ooh, look at that mob soul. Oh, that's awesome. That's my first one for that. All right, all right, all right. Let's go. Let's unlock it. Bam! The final boss. I'm really curious to see what it's going to be. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Shadow beam. Where is it? Is that shadow beam? Yeah. Go away! Oh, man. Right away. Tentacles and all that junk. Oh, it's part of the boss. Die, tentacle! Oh, this is brutal. This is freaking brutal. I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive this. Oh my god! Holy crap. Oh my god! That's bonkers! That was a ridiculous boss. Like, crazy. Oh my god. Can I even get... Okay, it's in a gravestone. Look at this thing. Undying giant tentacle. You're bonkers, bro. Oh my... Oh! Oh! I wonder, just from a strategic standpoint, what kind of biome is this? This is Tainted Land? How are you even hurting me, bro, with the draconic armor? That should not even be touching me. What if we got some of the bloom things? I know, I'm being, like, really annoying during this fight. Where the heck is Taint Biome? Alright, I'm just kind of curious what would happen if we took these guys and tried to set them down. You know, just to try and counteract the boss. I think that would be kind of cool to check out. Alright, can I put an ethereal bloom here? Holy crap. Is that going to do anything? Will make the taint stuff go away? Alright, let's just take this guy on, straight on. It's going to be so simple with the Draco. Whoa! Dude, it's like charging back up. Undying? What does this say? Alright, go away. Let's turn that off 9x9. Alright, what did the thing say? Undying giant tentacle is enraged by your powerful blows. It enlarges by your powerful tools. What? So can I not kill it with? It gives it power back when I hit it with this stuff. All right, can I do it fast enough? Okay, I can do it. It's just crazy nutballs. Go away. All right. That was crazy. That was a hard boss. That was by far the hardest boss. I'm really kind of disappointed in myself that that's how I had to do it. But whatevs, whatevs. Let's get our pearl. Let's get all of our cool stuff. Oh, baby. So we got our pearl. Got our primordial pearl. Oh, man. It does seem like these ethereal blooms did help out a good bit. If we had put them in and then kind of walked away for a little while, possibly. I wish I had my shovel on me to be able to help clear out the taint goo. But we could have done this and let it sort of clear out the area. I'm even curious if it would have hurt those tainticle guys. In any case, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I want to try out some new stuff with the pearl since we have time. Let's grab these guys because, of course, those are not free. But definitely helpful. And we're getting tons more of this ancient stone, which is neat as well. Is there any more of those? Man, not being able to fly is what makes this place so hard. Can we grab the ancient doorway? No. Might be interesting to see if we can teleport this, but this would definitely make for a cool block for our base. And we're definitely going to want all this ancient stone. I do have the Charm of Dislocation set so that I can come back to it. In any case, I want to try out. Let's go over to the Taint Biome. Taint Biome. A lot of you guys have been saying to try one of these pearls on a node, and I'm kind of curious what it will do. This node right here, do we have our little Glassa thing? This is a tainted node. This is what our big node is going to end up looking like. And I'd like to see, I don't know, what happens. Let's go ahead. I guess it is in the stabilizer. Let's just see what happens. I think you just right-click on it. Uh-oh. Do we have any bad effects? Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Big explosion. What happened? Oh. Alright, so we lost the pearl, but it added all sorts of extra aspects onto the node. That's kind of cool. I could see how that would be helpful. Let's clear that out. Is that all of them? So it doesn't have all of them. Which one? It's missing. It's got water, fire. It's missing air still. But it's still a tainted node. But look at that. It's all healed. Remember before it had the pail? So that actually could be interesting. Because our hungry node's a pale node. we might be able to cure it. Now, definitely taking note of the big explosion that happened. But that's actually not bad. I don't think it deleted any of the aspects. But we should be able... I wonder what would happen if we put another primordial pearl on it. Would it improve it even more? Oh man, this is so interesting. So I'm really excited if that actually did heal up the node. Like we saw it heal. We saw it go from pale to normal. I guess that's normal. So should we try primordial pearl on this guy? You can see it is pale. Would that heal it? Oh, I don't know. And should we do it while it's hungry? Or should we wait until we make it tainted? You guys are going to have to let me know. Let me know in the comments what we should do. At what stage we should do it, and if we should do it at all. Oh, it's crazy. But look at this. We're over 6,000 now on the Terra and Aqua. Oh, it's pretty nuts. We need to hurry up, though. The Ignis, the Perdido, and the Air. Like, definitely, majorly hurry it up. So let's see what other things we can drop in. I was taking a look at the different aspects. So we've got all these things. We could put on the blaze spawner again, drop that in. Oh, coal might be decent. We can also get it from... Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff that we could get that in, but is there a combined one? Because we need both. You know, maybe we could drop in snow. Snow is pretty easy to make, and that would bang out both those guys. Let's just see. Oh, sand and sandstone. And look at that, furnaces. That's just from straight cobblestone. Does both of these decently. That could be another decent thing that we drop in. Okay, and then what was the other one? The Ordo. The Ordo looks, at least based on what I've scanned, kind of like Tuffy. Why don't we try and get some of those things dropped in? Let's get some furnaces automated. Let's get some snow going. I think over at the spawn. Remember this machine here? This makes snow. Right? 4 snowballs per bang. Anyway, that might be a decent setup as well. We can do the igneous extruder to do possibly obsidian, and then get an auto crafter to make ferni. That would be cool. That would be cool. And you know what? I think I'm going to do that off cam. Set it up, and we can take a look at it. Come next episode, let me know about the primordial pearl. We're going to need a bunch of these because there are other things that we can do. We need to make our advanced alchemical construct. That's kind of cool, forbidden magic. We probably should have done that one a while ago. We made that one already. Oh, Eldritch Blood Orb. That looks pretty cool. For this, I want to make everything, so I'm going to have to bang out a few more bosses as well. But you know what, guys? I'm pretty exhausted. I've done so much building, and I want to know what you guys think about it. So let me know about that. Let me know about the pearl, and yeah, thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up, help support the series, and until next time, peace out.